Hello everyone, hello everyone. How you guys doing today? It is me, Just Me Audrey Elaine. I finally got it. I know it's over here now. I thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the process of the journaling. I thank you for you being your Just Be and your God given wonderful name. Um, Today has been so wonderful, has been so wonderful. And I won't be on long because the word for me today is just chill. So, I mean, I said that I'm going to drink my 2 liters of water a day. I'm being honest, I have not started that, but I know that I'm going to get them in today because I went and got some water today. So, I actually started yesterday and got some in, so that was good. Um, Another thing of it being so wonderful for me is I didn't have to rush to get up. I'm off on Mondays, so um, I literally slept to about 1:11 today, knowing I had therapy at 2. But like literally, I woke up so calm, relaxed, and it was a chill for me that I didn't have to be in this rush thing, rush. And I'm like, okay, God, I came down and made sure that yes, this is the kitten trying to come up here. Um, did all of my, reading and prayed and just like I said, God, you're gonna like get the time, slow it down for me so I can make sure I get everything in with you. And to be honest, we did a pause. And thank goodness because within that pause moment, when I came back into prayer with him, and so I did my prayer, but I did a pause so that I can be on time for therapy. And who would have knew that within me doing therapy, I said, man, a lot, you know, I'm praying and I'm asking you to just give me a calmness that is going to be, I thank you for the calmness because he's been giving it to me. Help me to explain more out and get things off of me that I even felt like I dealt with before, but help me to truly like have that knowing that I dealt with them and that it's okay. Don't know why, came about. So paused, went into therapy, and my therapist asked me how I'm doing. And I told him, like, no, I'm doing good. And I make sure, like, if I'm not, I have no problem expressing it out. But I told him, like, no, I am actually having a great day. Like, no, like, stop. Like, I had to stop him from even wanting to go into anything else. Like, no, I am having a great day. And he asked me, like, why? And I told him, I said, I don't know. I just been letting things off and out of me. And I love, like, he knows about my journey on YouTube with you guys and me just coming out into my own. And he's like, I'm so, happy that you are doing this, that you are discovering you. And in the midst of him saying that, I don't know how we got on it, but we got on it about, I wish I knew how, but I cannot remember. But I don't want to go into trying to think about it because that's a distraction from me getting off the chill part. I chilled in going on and telling him about, he asked me about what I'm doing, and I told him how I'm starting off my August with a new beginning of me. Things have just been coming up and letting me know that it is time for you to start a new beginning. You are going and growing in areas, and this is new to you. So what you have to do is know that you're at the beginning of something. You're at the beginning of where God is placing you. So everything that once was old is now new for you. So this new area that we are in, it may be uncomfortable. It's new to us to feel a calmness. It's new for us. That's why I always pray and ask him to give me a calmness, give me a joy, give me a peace, because all of these things are new, but I want them, and I want him to continue doing them in my life, because in the midst of all that's going on, I still have a calmness. I still have a chill. I still have just a smooth thing of knowing God has me. So give me all of that. And I'm good. And I'm good. This new beginning is an area that I said I'm in unfamiliar territory. I've never had this before. And I am enjoying it. How am I enjoying some place that I've never been before, never had any experience of it? But I know it's all grits and gravy and I'm cool. How is that? And for me, I can say it's nothing but God. It's truly where God needs me to know. Just chill. You okay? I got you. It's alright. So we started saying like, oh, August and everything is a new chill. It's the new thing. You know, it's the beginning of where I'm going. It's new growth. You know, seeds has been planted. I was feeling like, okay, what is going on? Like things been tossing and turning and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, it was God getting the ground ready. Where the seed is planted. And now I'm watering. Because this watering season for me is the beginning of new growth. This is where new growth comes into play. Whereas though where I thought I had it, no, I love the fact, like I told you guys, my heart and my willingness to be open for you, I wanted to be consistent. And yesterday, he just was telling me of not getting comfortable of where you are in growth, because I'm going to continually grow in you. You asked me for you to be, you know, consistent. So in consistency, he's been having me grow all the time. All the time, guys. I no longer be like, okay, watch what you pray for because it happened and you be unwilling. No, be willing. Pray for it. Because in the midst of you asking him to do it, he's going to reveal himself to you every time of what he's doing in it. And I will clearly say for myself, me asking him to change me and show me who I was, reveal me. Thank you, God, he did. You break things up off of me. Thank you, he did. Okay, now I'm into like, God, you're watering me in new growth. You're placing me in things that were uncomfortable, but still comfortable to me at the same time. God, give me the finances that you know I need, that you're going to be giving me, because you need me to go out and do the nonprofit, to go out and to actually bring education back into you, to bring resources and everything back into you. And it's so weird because all of these things that I was praying for, I had wrote down in my book last year, this time, without even knowing. I didn't even really go back to read it. I never went back to read it. And it was like, God, I'm asking you to bless me with finances. But God, I need you to give me these finances, because everything, let me read it the way I wrote it, because I'm telling you guys, I just was like, oh man, isn't it funny that I wrote it like this without me even knowing? So it was like, God, I pray that I may strive to make myself ready for the harvest which you have planted in me and in my heart. And then I wrote, God, help me to focus and stay focused on you. Help me to give back the harvest to you. So it's like I'm asking God to give me a harvest. But I wrote this last year that the harvest is going back to you. The harvest is going back to you. So everything that he has been giving me, I make sure, you know, I give back to him. And if we go off of just the financial part of it, let me tell you this last year I had learned how to tithe. I learned how to give unto him what he has already given me and more. And I've been loving it. I've been loving the fact. You would think that people would notice, but we may not always notice. And don't be upset if you don't. You may have to learn how to tithe. You may have to learn that. And don't be scared of it. We have to learn how to give, because it's so easy for people to assume that. Let's not even ourselves assume it. We may not know, but ask God to teach it to you, and He will. And I'm also asking Him to teach me how to be a receiver. And the reason why I say that, because this is how we got on it. We were talking about it being my birthday month, and I'm opening up myself to actually be receive gifts, because I don't necessarily know how, but I have to be willing. And he asked me, well, what got me to it? And I told him, which I thought I did, but I never talked to him about my mother's passing and every day. And I said, I told him how difficult it was for me to accept gifts, because I love to give. When I tell you this, I love to give out. And I have a hard time receiving, because if someone asks me what it is you want, I'll tell them, and I look forward to getting it. And if I get something else, then I don't know how to take that receiving. And now I'm learning that, because he asked me, so what if someone gets you something that you didn't ask for? They seen it in their hearts that they wanted to get you this gift. Would you accept it? And now I have to say yes. You know why that is? Because if a person, one, went through their time to actually have me on their mind, to actually go out to do it, spend their finances, go, even if they make me a gift. I like made gifts. I love them. That to me is something, everything. And now I just have to have a receiving heart, because just like I like to give, the feeling that I do of giving to someone and then moving on, because I don't need acknowledgement of it. I like to give because I just like to give. I hear that you mentioned something that you like, or it's something that you brought back a memory for you from a parent, grandparent, or whatever, or you just basically, wanted it. That's where I step in and be like, okay, here, and I don't look at it anything different of, like, I just like to give back. And he said to me, well, what? And I said, stop, because I already know what you're about to say. I need to be able to receive gifts, because the same feeling of how I give out to others, that person may want to do that and have that same feeling of giving back to you. So I've been asking God to help me with that, even with this, and especially because it is like my birthday month. Um, I am in a place where, even if people can't give me gifts, the biggest gift I want from God is for Him to spiritually sharpen me and give me wisdom. Give me more of Him, because just the little bit that He has given me has truly changed my life. So I need more of Him, because I want Him to take me places. I want Him to trust me. I want Him to be like, this child right here, okay, I can give her more abundantly. I can move her in areas, because she is showing up. And not only showing up, she is actually holding on to all the advice and all of the things that I am giving her, and she's giving out to others. So I want more of Him. That would be the best birthday gift for me. The best birthday gift of more wisdom. For everything and everywhere He is sending me, I want to be able to have it all in here, all the insight and all of the knowledge that goes. So I need more of Him. I have so much faith, and when it comes to finances from Him, that I do pray, and I used to pray all the time. That was some of the first things that would come up out of my mouth. He finally got me to a point of, like, you don't need to pray for something I already have for you. Pray for something else. Pray for something else that you won't even expect can happen. And that's where it's like wisdom. I never knew what wisdom really was other than the word. I didn't know that wisdom can come with the whole thing of, now you can see the wisdom in how to actually speak with God and talk with Him. Wisdom on how to handle yourself better, how to handle your family better, how to know that, okay, I don't have to, do the minimum of life. I can do the maximum of it. Just wisdom all around for me. It covers all grounds. So now I get where it's like, pray for wisdom. Pray for wisdom out there, guys. When I tell you, it comes because it came with a lot of crazy stuff first. And when I say crazy stuff, it came with stuff that had to be removed from my life. So I had to, accept it, because it got to be wisdom that's coming out this. You telling me to not hold on to this thing, to let it go. It came wisdom with it. Releasing my marriage, releasing my children, releasing me. Releasing me. That's the main one. So let's go back to that. Releasing me. Releasing my marriage, releasing my children, and all of that stuff is really good. Releasing the fear. Asking God to just, God, give me wisdom, because I'm holding on to things that actually is suffocating me. And I couldn't see it at first. I couldn't see that, okay, I thought that I was, doing better in my walk with you, when I really was holding on to religion. I was really holding on to the fact, oh, I'm a Christian, and that's it. But why? Why are you a Christian? Because you can be a Christian just by the words. What is your living like? What is your heart? And how about this? Where's your relationship when you're not around people? When you're by yourself. And that's why God has had me, Jesus, by myself. Because where is your relationship when you're by yourself with Christ? Because that's when it get hard. When there's nobody and you have no blockers, when you have nobody you can pass this is why I can't pay attention, this is why I can't focus because this is going on. When is it where your relationship gets built for you? When it's just you and God. So we have to ask Him for that. That's what I want. I want more of Him. For my birthday, I really truly want more wisdom, because He's been giving it to me a little bit and a little bit, because He knows what I can withstand and what I can hold. So He literally does it in His timing, and I appreciate it. I love it. It gives me wonder. My family life has truly changed in ways that is really, really good for me. I thank goodness for it. So asking God to give me wisdom, to give me knowledge, to give me understanding. I used to say all three of them are one and the same. But for me, I'm knowing that there's a little bit difference for that. So talking with my therapist today and actually explaining things out about the gift. God, give me the gifts you have for me. Help me to see Him when you need me to see Him. Help me to know, because I know He has gifts for me. I know it. I truly love the fact that where I am in my walk with Him, where I am in my talk with Him, and I'm like, God, I need you to give me more of you. I don't want to get comfortable in one area. I don't want religion. I want relation with Him. I want relation with Him. So that will be a great gift, and I know that's a gift that no one here can give me. It is so funny where it's like, I was liking a certain song that was coming on and it's popular on the radio about like a broken heart. And I never even figured that I, talked about my heart being broken, and thank goodness my heart was being broken, because in that brokenness came a whole lot of clarity for me. Clarity of that, God, you was here all the time. I was so worried about my heart being broken. I never even looked at the fact that I could have been breaking yours. I never even looked at the fact that I could be hurting you. And thank goodness that you don't hold that against me. That it's like, okay, child, I'm good. Now I got to get you better because I need more work from you. I need action from you. I need action from you. And that's where I'm like, man, this whole month for me, I have already put some things into place of not putting things into place. As weird as that sound. So I have where it's like, God, the new beginning is where I just need you to fill me up with you. I need you to let me know what needs to be done. I have things that I am writing down. But God, you get to them when you get to them. And more so, I think it's been because He's been telling me to write things down and write things out for Him. And like, He is in His plan and His promises for me. And I think it's more so because He want to know, where's your willingness for it? You said that it's my will. Because, when I tell you our conversation. Okay. So, it is your will, God. And it's like, okay, you keep saying my will. But where is it your willingness to do what I need you to do? So if I'm asking you to write things down and put it into action, put it down, I need you to write it down because I'm putting things into action and I'm having you move without you even knowing. And I need it. It was weird because even though we had the split conversation, it really was weird this afternoon, later in the part, like around 2-3 o'clock, I was able to actually be like, okay, I get it. Talking with my therapist was like, you know what, you have released things up out of you and your growth and everything. One, our conversations of how I talk with my therapist is totally different than what it was before. And it was like, God, you truly do have where not only is people taking notice, but I myself take notice of where I have come from and where you are taking me. Don't know where, but I know this girl is stronger than what she was. This woman is stronger than what she was, and learning and growing every day. When I tell you God has more in store for you, you better know it. He has so much more for you. He has it. It's in His plans. It's in His promises. One, we are walking miracles. We are breathing miracles. Just our lives. The fact that we are here. The fact that we are here and we are showing up. God is like, okay, now you're of more use for me. You always been of use for me. You never was not of use for me. But now the fact that you see it and you want it, okay, you talk about a taste of a sweet life. How about you gonna get so much sweetness up in you, it's gonna come out you gonna walk around and breathe nothing but sweetness coming up out of you. That going, for me, I can say my sweetness is cupcakes. Coming up out of me. That buttercream comes up out of us. The life of just living with Him has been amazing for me. Amazing for me. So this month, I am going to start getting where I said I'm going to do it, and it's going to be where it's 31 days in August. I want to be able to have a 1-minute conversation a day with Him and increase it minute by minute. So we started out August 1st with the 1-minute prayer talk. It's the second, so now we did 2, and then go on and forth from there. So by the time August 31st come here, I already am going to chart just the growth of it. My 31 days of growth prayer. Of prayer growth. Same thing. And it's been wonderful so far for me. Even with, I had to get it out of my head of like wanting to but there is no but. It's only blessings in it. It's only purpose in it. It's only where it's like, God, I need this. I need a conversation with you. And more importantly, I truly believe he needs a conversation with me. He needs to have me sit and get my attention more and more in tune with him, and not what I just want to give him. Not what it's like, okay, I'm praying for this, I'm asking you for your will, I'm surrendering this and giving this to you. I want to say, I want to have it where I'm sitting still and our conversation be what he pulls up out of me. Because he pulls up out of me now. I cannot even believe how my journal process has been going. I didn't expect it to be like this, not at all. I love the fact that today I was able to reveal some things out that I have come to terms. I love the fact that I cry and show emotions now. And it doesn't make me weak. Emotion doesn't make us weak. It makes me really be like, you know what, God, I am human. And that is where I say, my harvest is being watered down with my own tears, everything. My own tears is watering the ground. It's watering everything. The soil that got turned up, the seed that then went in, my own tears is literally now watering the ground, my harvest. Mm. Me sitting here saying for my birthday, it's a lot to even really talk about, and to talk about with real heart emotions, and not be like, if someone asks me for my birthday, it won't be like, oh, nothing. Not even acknowledging it. It'll be like, you go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm open to celebrate my birthday however you want to celebrate it. Now, I will tell you this. Well, people know me now, so they know I don't drink or any of that stuff. So I won't have to worry about anybody doing that. But I will say this, I'm strong enough now that it's like, okay, my birthday is something I want to celebrate now. I want to celebrate my birthday. One, I celebrate it because I was born. I'm here for a reason. And I'm here because God needs me to go and touch someone for him. My through. My through is, one, he's not through with me yet. And my through is going to help other people come through and see where they can go through and help someone through the through. That just has been on me lately, the through. So it's a wonderful thing. It's like, when I tell you the chill for me and waking up chill today, I was like, okay, God, I thought I woke up like before really good, but now to wake up just chilled and moving at a pace of like, I don't have to rush. I took my son to go out and take his girlfriend out to eat, and I went shopping, came home, and then just doing a chill now. I almost was like, I'm gonna do this video. No, I'm not gonna do your journal later. You know, you can sit here now because, one, I didn't want to miss getting my belly up and out, in the word up and out of my belly, and then be wanting to piece something together because I'll be in a rush trying to get to sleep and get my clothes out for work and everything. So no, you it came to me right then and there that you just chill. If you chill now, stay in your chill, because you won't be chill later on. You be rushing trying to, what do I gotta do? I gotta get this. No. So stop. Literally, I went to my steps to go upstairs, and I was like, you wouldn't even be able to chill through your day, because this, my journal process for me is something I take serious. I take it because it releases things up and off of me. That's why I say everybody needs to do a journal. Video journal, writing journal, what makes you comfortable, what helps you. I am saying everybody needs to do a Just Be. I really would like to where everybody do a Just Be. Just be in your God-given name. Living you. Living your true self. Live what God has for you. It's so funny how, you know, I was saying about one thing about writing for me is my story, is my life. And God is actually doing a lot by changing it for Him, for His greater good. And I love it. This song has been popping up for me. And it's like nobody does know my story. But I do know this. God is changing it all the day long. He's been changing it all year long. And especially now, me coming on here and releasing stuff up and out of me has truly been a blessing. A blessing. It is a blessing. How it started, literally God flipped it around for my good. Because I come on now and it's like, girl, you can literally keep going through. You can keep on voicing out. I honestly was saying I'm going to try to get on there and be consistent. And I've been consistent. Whereas though before, it would have been probably a week or two and would have stopped. With all this going on, and it's like you don't spend enough time in this area, you don't do this in this area, you're lacking in that area, so you should be doing this. No matter what, I make sure I get on and do my journal process here. I make sure, no matter, even if videos got posted late or whatever, I love the fact that this is a journal process for me, and it has me look back over and be like, girl, you made it through. I'm chill now, just sitting here talking it out with you guys, and being here is wonderful. I I I, I am happy. I am happy. This new beginning in this new area of me, God is revealing to me in this process. And I always say the word strong. I am strong. And strong and mighty in Him. You better know we are. The process of us being in an area, in a territory that we are unfamiliar with, go with it. Because I can tell you this, it's not like we're there by ourselves. I'm not here by myself. I tell you, I have Trinity right there with me. It's like, one, I thank God for the Holy Spirit all the time in me, because it literally shuts my mouth in areas. It gives me a calmness and a peace. That's why I'm calm a lot. The Holy Spirit is sitting right there. And if you ask me, God definitely is the author of me, the author of me. And where I say Jesus is for me, He's the working big. He's the working big, because He truly is always in that I got it type moment. I like moving around for me. And I'm just so happy that all three of them, they work together for me. Like, you talk about a benefactor. You guys make sure you have a chill day. A chill night. I gotta get my camera and everything ready, because I have some stuff I want to do on my podcast side of actual live videos with people in their process of growth, in their process of marriage, in their process of business that they're going into, process of children. You know, I want to start charting people's lives and everything. A real life story of you. What's your story? Do you know it? Are you willing to share it out? Because I find that out that when you share your story with people, it has it where it's like, okay, God. It's also a little bit of accountability too. When you share it with someone who you can actually trust, they'll see things and they'll see signs from you telling them, like, hey, you need to stay away from that. You come too far. I kind of noticed you talked about how that happened and you're doing it, so stay away from it. It's accountability. So share your story with someone who you can trust, and don't get mad when they want to hold you accountable, because they're actually making sure that you stay with God and in the flow of Him, and that you don't go back and lose yourself. Man, you don't want to lose yourself. You've gained so much in finding who you are. You one a lot of what I gained God's trust. Both ways. I gained God's trust of me trusting Him and His trust in me. And that's a lot. I don't want to go back. So I thank you, God, so much for you. Your just be God-given name. I ask God for us to all look forward to the new beginning. That growth that's going to come out, that new growth. It's amazing. So you guys make sure you love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love on someone else. And more importantly, love God. Because He is doing wonders in us. Wonders in us. So I thank you so much for coming on. I thank you for subscribing to Just Me, Audrey Lane on YouTube. Follow me on all the social media platforms. Whether it's my podcast is on Anchor, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. I have to do some more things, but it's coming along. It's coming along. So I thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful evening. You already know. I'm going to say the date. It is August 2nd, 2021. My grandmother's birthday. She's no longer here. She's in heaven, resting well. But to tell you, it's her birthday the same day as my son's girlfriend's birthday. So it's just good that, like, man. And yeah, look at it like that. A new birth in us. New growth in us. Come on, Lord. Love that August. That 8. New beginning. It's the 8-8. It's the new beginning. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will be back on to share my process of growth with you guys. My process of everything. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. And I will be back on with you guys tomorrow. God willing. Lift your hands and say Jesus and go with God. Have a wonderful evening, and I love you. Bye now.